hot. Right, I've come into the field that we baled for round bales when we were doing the main cut silage. It was baled a couple of days after that. I then put fertiliser on it. The interesting thing is because I had the fertiliser to do and it was due to rain, I didn't have time to clear the bales. So what I did, I actually spread fertiliser in the field with the bales still there. So theoretically there's probably 55 little dots in the field where the bales were which didn't get any fertiliser on. Let's have a look. I'm glad I got it on when I did and didn't wait, because we haven't had any rain since then. We had a downpour a couple of days after I put it on, so it's washed it in. I can't see any fertiliser on the top, which is good. And you can see now it's really greened up, look. We are looking at some proper nice grass growing, starting to grow back. I've got these bales to move, so not too bad. This is the best thing about putting these bales here, look, right near the where the stack is, because I haven't got far to move them. So it was part of the plan, really. I had a chat with Andy on the contracting and said, look, we'll see how the clamp feels. If there's a lot in the clamp, what we'll do is we'll do the last field. So I'm just walking to take this pin off. There you go. My pin. Take the last. I've lost my place. Right, yeah. So let's get back to it. So if there was too much grass for the clamp, what we do is we leave the very last field to round bale, which is near where we always stack them, because we always stack them just there. And there's no point in baling a field that way if I can do this one. So it makes life a lot easier. So I'm going to move, I think I'll move these, actually, I'm not going to put them on the trailer to carry them to there. Put these on in the stack there first of all. Then I'm going to take the trailer further down. It's tempting to do 55 journeys backwards and forwards, but that'd just be silly, wouldn't it? Although I do everything silly anyway. Right, crack on. Right, I picked up, I think we've done 4 there. There's one down here, number 5. I'm going to load with a fork. With the bale grab. I haven't been drinking on this, all my words are mixed up this morning. Right, so I'm going to grab that one, and then I'm going to put the trailer on and I'm going to move these bales. I honestly can't believe how much grass has grown in not a very long period of time, which is really nice, because there is a danger when it's cut so short that I'm going to put that bale down, it's not grabbed it very well. It's just what happens when you talk and try and do a job. As I was saying, there is a danger when you cut grass when it's really short, that if it goes really sunny it scorches it all off, because it's got no cover on it and it just, you know, gets really fried. But this is greening up okay, but like I said before, we really could do some rain on it now. A bit of rain now, it's really warm, we've had the fertiliser, it will just rocket away. Rocket. Anyway, right, so I'm going to get this, just dump this one off, and then we'll get a trailer load, I think, and then we'll see how we unload that one, and then I'll just might catch up when I've done the whole field. Alright, crack on. Right, I think we'll go right down to the far side and work our way back. I realise if some of you play Farm Simulator, this is a bit like watching Farm Simulator, because I've been watching Harry. Jack sort of kind of moved on from Farm Simulator, and he's even sort of reduced his amount of time on Fortnite, which I don't mind. He's more into his football now, really. But it's interesting, I've watched Harry playing Farm Simulator, and I totally understand now why you get a lot of interest from younger kids and comments about things, because Farm Simulator has so much of this sort of stuff on it, and Harry plays a lot of it, and he's quite good at it now. For years he was like watching Jack and not being able to do the things, and he would get really frustrated with the controls. But now he's on it a lot. It's his favourite thing at the moment, which, you know, having seen Jack play it, I think it's okay. I've had a go myself. I'm absolutely pants. I'm more likely to crash the tractor than I am actually going to park anything. But getting round bales in, Harry's played that, and then he's also done forage harvesting and everything. He's quite a little expert now, like, as some of you are that comment on my videos. Anyway, right, I'm going to load up this. I can get 8 on the trailer, 1 in the front, so I can then basically get 9 at a journey, I think, which isn't too bad, is it? And let's have a look. Gonna get this one on. Farm Simulator 2021 with the Funky Farmer. Simulating farming. That's what I've been doing all my life. I've been simulating someone who's doing farming. I am a simulator. You're watching a robot. I just thought I'd get off the tractor and show you where you could see where the bale's been, isn't it? It started to kill the grass. That's always really damp. This is all dry. That's damp. The moisture sticks underneath the bales, but it starts going yellow, and you don't want to leave them there too long, because you can imagine I'm going to have a little quilt of little yellowy squares, but that'll eventually die off if I left them there forever. But that'll recover. But I don't want to leave that like that too long. So just going to last bale, hitch on, and we're going. Here we go then, loaded up and ready to go. I'll clean this window sometime, look at that. Get dirt on there. Don't think my washer's working, maybe out of water. Anyway, I've got one load on. I'm going to stop for lunch soon. Oh, I had a bit of a faff earlier. I put this bale grab on the other McCormick, the CX95, and it would not work. Couldn't get the pinchers to shut. So I put it on this one and it works. So there's obviously something wrong with the control box on the CX95. So I'm going to have to get someone out to look at that. This is why it's very lucky that we've got 2 loaders, because it meant I didn't have to wait. You know, it's a bit of a luxury having 2 quickie loaders in some ways, because some people only have 1. But you know what? It was we didn't actually go out to buy 2 quickie loaders. What we needed at the time was we were looking for another tractor, and it just happened to come with a quickie loader, and it was like, yep, we'll have that. We bought this one after the CX95, the CX105. I much prefer the 95, it's very nippy, that's why I went to use that one first of all. This one's a bit of a cumbersome old beast. The clutch is really sharp. I'm going to have someone to look at that as well. There's some valves in there apparently, and they get funny, and then it's really jerky. It's no clutch plate. There's no clutch in this. It's a hydro clutch. So that's why you see sometimes I'm really jerky on it, and the same with the 95. I wouldn't say, I was sold it on the premise that they last a lot longer, which is probably true because we haven't put any new clutches on these tractors in 20 years. This one we haven't had that long. But I'm finding as they're getting older they're really jerky, and I don't think there's much adjustment. Anyway, we're up to the bale pile. Let's have a look. Up and away. So we're up here now. You can see my pile of bales there, which I did. Here's some I stacked earlier, as they say, and you can see behind me, I can see my load. Alright, so let's get these off. I'm just going to park up here and then drop off. That'll do. Okay. Okay, you can see here one of my bales has got a hole in it, look. I've obviously snagged it slightly, so I got my trusty reel of tape. I'm going to just put on a bit, just a quick patch. Oh, I'm ripping it as I pull it off. Oh, come on. Oh, it's going horribly wrong, look. Oh, ah. Oh, come on. Right, that's it. That patch is probably good enough to stop the air getting in it and stop that corner rotting off. Right, crack on with the bales now. There we go, we're getting on with this. I got most of them. I've got three more to do, yeah, and then it's lunchtime. Sticking on here. I always, you might not realise there is a strategy I have here. I always, put it in gear, Richard. Funky Farmer. Who's Richard? Who's that Richard? So I always stack from the road side first, and then the theory there is, so the road's that way, I drive in, and the first bales I use in the winter are the oldest bales. So the newest bales will be stacked that end of the pile, furthest away. So that way that I'm always using the oldest one first, because I think at the end of the day, by the end of the winter, if you do it the other way round, some of the bales can be sort of 4 months older. And obviously if you've got any holes or anything, they'll start rotting down. So by doing it in the way that I access the oldest ones first, if there are any issues with plastic wrap splitting or anything like that, then I've at least not left that bale out as long as it could have possibly been. And I can just see now, just flipping, we'll have a look at the end, I can see a bale that's got a massive gash down the side. Maybe I've caught it when I unloaded it. No, it can't be. Surely. It was one of the ones that I stacked when I got it out of the field. Maybe I just skimmed it. This is the thing with this, is that you only need to be a couple of mil the wrong way, and you've taken out the plastic all over the side of the bale and created a massive rip. And trust me, I've done that. Trust me, I have. Right, I'm going to stack these up and then we'll have a look at that rip. Right, let's have a look at this little hole that is on the side of the bale. Is it this one? Is it that one? No, it's not. Let's have a look. Oh my God, it's that one. Look at that. And you can see there, look, I misjudged it. But you can see the actual scuff mark of that loader, look, and I pushed it along there, and I've pushed the plastic along there. So what I'm going to have to do is take that up. Take that up. Anyway, that'll be a job for later. I'm going back for lunch now. Hope you enjoyed this. That's truth and cock-ups. So I showed you my good bits, but I also showed you the bad bits. Let's face it, let's be honest. I don't get it right all the time. Got my tripod here. Generally speaking, I hopefully don't make too many mistakes like that, but it's just inevitable that every now and then you scuff one. Worst case scenario I think I've ever had is when I've picked one up, scuffed it, dropped it as it didn't pinch tight enough, flipping thing fell out of the bale, out of the grab, and as it fell it pulled all the plastic off, and it was like, we'll take that back and feed to the cows. Right, I'm heading back for lunch. See you guys soon. Crack on. Lunch on.